worked it out, and if you are attending it for the first time, let me just give you a very basic and a very brief definition of what Kayakalp is. And when you're talking about it's a holistic program for rejuvenation, what exactly we mean it, and what are the things or the treatment we are going to tackle through that. Now, first as you come for Kayakalp, before Kayakalp, let me understand, like let me give you a brief, a very short definition of what is health. Now, how would you define health as? If you talk about health, when you're talking about Kayakalp, obviously that is something related with your health and wellness, right? You maybe some of you would have come here because you are looking out for certain factors which require improvement in your health, or maybe there are some other people who are looking out from the wellness point of view. Maybe you want your skin to be better, your hair to look much better, okay, your general well-being or appearance that has to look better. So now whether your question is something which is related with health or it is related with wellness, first we need to define what exactly is the goal. For me, health or wellness, they are one term. Why I would say they are one term? Because health, wellness, all this are what? They are related with harmony, they are related with the balance. Or in one simple word or in one simple sentence, you have to define any of this term. How would you attribute to it, or how would you respond to it? If you say health, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? If you say you are healthy, okay, or I want to take care of my health, what does it mean?
Sound body, no any infections, no any disease.
Okay, that's a very technical term, right? Anything else? Now what is well-being now? That's another question.
To me, healthy is avoiding the doctor.
See, even if you're not healthy, you can avoid the doctor. See, that's right. See, as far as possible, we should try to avoid medication. Medication should not be really just for any Tom, Dick and Harry reason. If you have a small problem, you should try to evaluate or try to analyze it through your own system or through your own analysis and observation. If I would have to define health, I would just say one thing, and that's all. Health is your acquisition. Can everybody understand this word? Acquisition is what? Let me put it the whole sentence and then you say whether you can make some sense out of it. Health is the acquisition and implementation. Now what is acquisition and implementation? Health is the acquisition and implementation of nature's law, nothing else. See, here we are not going to do the things to tackle the technical terms. I would always try to define my points and my program according to a very layman person's point of view. I would not say if you have to be healthy, your cholesterol level has to be this, your blood pressure has to be this, your lipid profile has to come into this range. All that is immaterial. Here we are coming here as a basic layman person. And according to me, according to an average Indian mentality, what should be the health? Now, when I say acquisition and implementation of nature's law, so nature's laws say what? If you are tired, rest. If you are hungry, eat. If you are feeling sad, go and enjoy. So it's basically each and everything which relates to your physical factor, your emotional factor, as well as your social background. So anything and everything which can make you happy, which can make you good when you take a certain things, when you're taking certain juices, when you go out to a party, when you're socializing with your friend, when you're taking a holiday, all those things makes us good. And anything which makes us good, that is going to constitute or that will going to make you healthy. Is this definition right? Would you agree to it or you would not agree to it? Is it okay? I'm just coming to a very, very simple, and I'll try to broaden it with all the possible factors that you can put it into this frame only. Okay? Now, if we say health is the acquisition and the implementation of nature's law, what would be a disease? A disease or disease? How would you define that then? See, I'll just give you an example. Now you have been coming to this lecture. Suppose you have been driving. Okay, if you have been driving, there was a signal. What would you do?
Halt.
You would halt. And if you won't halt, what would happen?
It can run over.
Yeah, the car. That's true. So what is it? Nature's law is obedience, and obedience is your health, and disobedience is your disease. Because the moment you cross that line, the moment you go ahead, there would be a cop catching your neck, either punishing you or looking for the other alternative to grab some money from you. So when you say health is obedience, so your disease would be what? Disobedience. Now, what would disobedience? Sorry, is it right? I'm trying to just give you one thing. I don't want to elaborate the point or the system to that large level or that big canvas where it would be, oh my, she says something like that. There were 30 points, or there were 30 lines below and after. Who would remember 30 points? So just remember one thing, health is obedience, disease is disobedience. Okay, so now health relates to what? When you are healthy, when you are offering and when you are obeying the nature's law, it would lead to what? It would lead to health, it would lead to harmony, right? It will be leading to the free flowing of energy. A simple word you say, harmony and peace, right? And a disease would lead to what? It's like a traffic jam or getting catched by a cop. What would that lead to? Okay, lightening of your wallet, right? So your disease would lead to what? Your disease would lead to a simple thing, that's what we call it, a blockage in simple word. Okay, and in the technical word we call it toxemia. I would not call it toxemia, I'll call it blockage. Now what does this toxemia results in, or the blockage? The moment you have been caught by a cop, what is the first thing? You're wasting your time, you have to sit down, you have to explain him. After explanation, you have to probably make a receipt for the fine that you would have to pay. If you're not paying the fine, obviously you have to settle it out the thing. For all that is a waste of time, energy, efforts, plus the embarrassment which everybody is saying it, oh, this guy had done something, that's why he has been caught by the cop, right? So what do we do? Here this also results in that sort of embarrassment in your body, or this is, we call it the toxemia results into sorry, I'm not getting the right word. This toxemia or the blockage would be responsible for a disharmony in your body. Or if you try to, I'm not getting the right word, disharmony or the coordination in between different parts of your body would be coming to a halt, right? See, now when you are healthy, when you are obeying nature's law, when you are having proper food, your elimination is proper, your sleep is right, All those factors are naturally making you coming to a stage where you are in a position to do your mental, physical and all your activity with ease and with peace. But any of that is disturbed, what happens even if you would have to do a simple activity? Normally you are attending 5 meetings or normally you are working for 8 hours. Probably your working for 5 hours also would be difficult because probably you are having a problem with headache or you had a hangout from the last night, whatever could be the reason. So when you have a disharmony or a blockage, that results or that stop reduce the functioning of all these different systems which otherwise are working in coordinates with each other. So what would happen? Definitely your system or your whole body would, all the different system would come to a halt. And this would halt or this stoppage would result or stop your production, your activity, your creativity or your well-being for a while, right? Now what do I do? Now when I am talking about this is a general definition about what we are going to do in Kaya Kalp. Now what is it about basically? When you talk about, now these are the systems which work more or less on obeying nature's law. Now according to nature's law, what is the human body consist of? First let me ask you that. If we say we have to obey the nature's law, according to nature's law, what is your human body consist of? Come on, you all are quite regular with health talk over here. I think from quite some time everybody should be in a position to answer me this. Sorry? No, I am talking about the elements, 5 elements, that's right. Okay, 5 elements. So what are those 5 elements? Sorry? What are those 5 elements? I am talking about what does according to nature's law we don't, according to the technical term, that's right. Sorry? Yes, the 5 basic body element, what we call?
Air, water, fire,
yes,
wind,
that's true.
space.
Yeah. First is, the most important is fire, air, water, then space.
Wind.
Air and wind is same.
Okay.
Space, or this is also called ether. What's the 5th one? Earth.
Earth and space same?
No. Earth and space is different.
Space, Earth.
Space and ether is same.
What does the space signify?
Ether is means like vacuum, what do you call it? Now, so when you say a human body is consisting of these 5 elements, okay, and they are responsible for different sort of activity or different, we say like each element is responsible for activating a particular system in a body. Right now we are not going to go on to that because then it will become very lengthy. Let's talk about this with respect to our program only. Now what happens? We are talking about human body and we are talking about Kaya Kalp. Now Kaya Kalp is basically, I would put it as, this is basically organizing or systemizing. Or planning it up. What? Planning up, systemizing or organizing the system or a particular trait or particular thing which you have lacked on or which you are looking forward. Let me give you the example. Now suppose from the years you have been having a problem of skin. Okay, or let's put it very simple. Let's not go to skin also, let's talk to stress, which like I think everybody could relate with. Okay. Now in some people, what are the common problems that because of the stress we all feel? The symptoms or the after effect of a stress. If you said you are stress fatigue. Yeah. The other thing, the most common thing that Anger. Yeah, annoyance.
Irritation.
Yeah, once you are stressed out, your mood or your emotional control, you're very vulnerable. Okay, you become very susceptible, right? So forces, we would say energy level when you're talking about stress. Your energy levels are lesser, right? If I would have to do it. Second is your fatigue, energy level would also come in that. Then next is your mood or the control. What would be the other things that we would come into this? Mood control or irritation.
All systems are sluggish.
Yeah, all systems are working at a lesser, like either they are hyper or they are lesser. Like everything at below normal or above normal. Like functioning, you can say functioning is reduced for all the system.
Forgetfulness.
Yeah, okay, concentration and all that, all system. So your digestion is not up to the mark, your respiration is lesser, everything would come in that. What are the other common, very major, remarkable things on which stress affects on?
Anxiety is it?
Yeah, anxiety, and the most important thing? Most important.
Mind.
Yeah, mind to there, yeah. Perfect. See, it affects your mood, and the moment it affects your mood, it would affect your food. Mood and food are directly related, at least in our case, right? What are the other things that it would affect? Right? Sleep. Sleep. Anything else anyone would like to attribute? These are the common one. There are 100,000, but everything would be directly or indirectly related with that. Now what would happen if you are coming to me at my center for a Kayakalp, but if you take the consultation for a Kayakalp program, say for fatigue, for the stress management, or you can say you are undergoing a program in which you want to get a permanent solution for stress. So what we do or what you are going to do, first we will come to what would be your role, and second would be what would be the role for the center, or when you are coming for the treatment, what are the things we are going to do. So first would be what are the things that you can do yourself. Okay, what is the first thing that you can do if you are having a stress? What is the first thing that you need to be doing for yourself?
Slow down.
Sorry? Yes. Yeah, slow down and do what? Many people slow down, but still they don't get the results. Why? First thing is that yes, you got to slow down, but I would say first thing is to observe or analyze the reason for your stress. Either you can say observe or analyze. Why this is so important?
Observe the own self.
Yeah. Why it is important?
What triggers your symptom?
Yeah, it's more than what triggers your system. See, when you're talking about this stress is not something which has been revealed. It gets exerted by your own action. So obviously something which you have started up, only you are the judge to how to switch it off. Okay, so the first thing is when you analyze, so probably today you are saying you're feeling now you're getting exhausted, your sleep pattern are changing, your mood and your eating habits are changing, so then only you should be alert, oh there is something wrong. So if you take some step right now at there and there, probably the secondary or the tertiary issues which could lead you to much more complex things, like it could be like related to blood pressure, heart attack or paralytic stroke or any medical, or maybe like relationship problem, because you are all the time exhausted, you are fighting with your spouse, you are fighting with your colleagues, you are fighting with your employees. So all those things can be avoided when you take, it's like the earlier the better. And maybe that time you don't need to spend so much time and so much energy where you would be dealing with the secondary or the tertiary issues. Now you know the medicines or the cost of treatment is so huge. Like one simple thing and you are greatly you would be reduced by at least 5 to 7 lakhs on the spot. A simple attack, a simple thing like 5 to 7 lakhs, you don't know where it has gone. So it's better to analyze at first thing. Now, you have observed, you have analyzed, now you have found out certain factors also, and you start working on to those things. What are the second thing you need to do? When you have observed, you have analyzed, you need to change. आपने सब कर लिया, एनालाइज कर लिया, लेकिन उसके बाद आप क्या कर रहे हो? अगेन यू आर गेटिंग अप इन द मॉर्निंग 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you are there in your office, 12 o'clock you are leaving from there, reaching home by 1 o'clock. Again, what happens? What is the purpose of analyzing? If you have analyzed, if you have observed a thing, you need to implement. That is the first thing, or my first sentence that I started with. Acquisition means knowing it. But now our problem is what we know many things, but we do not implement it. So it's after acquisition, you should be in a position to implement in your life. If you implement that particular thing, then only you can have a change, or you can look out for the result, right? Now, so now you have, now what are the changes that you can do over here? First thing what I would suggest, or first thing what you would say, first thing which makes a huge difference when you are having stress would be what?
Change lifestyle.
Yeah, but what would be, how would you change? Change lifestyle. See, you can't change your lifestyle in a day, because it's like yearly things which you have been habitual to get up, to get late, to reach office and all. So what are the simple changes you can do in your lifestyle? Sorry? Yes.
Change the mindset.
Eating habits and
Sorry?
walking habits.
Okay.
Change the mindset up.
Which is
Mindset, thinking process.
Yes, that's right. See, thinking process. The first, when you say, people say what? Oh, I want to change. Now I have a stress, what will I do? I'll go and consult a very good dietitian. I'll go and follow her program religiously. I'll go for a walking program. I'll start doing gymming. See, everything healing begins with the mind. Even when you are not feeling well, health or disease, everything starts here. So even your results, or even your, the process of healing or the process of recovery also starts from here. So first, when you're going to change, don't change your lifestyle, change your thinking pattern, change your attitude, I would call it.
it's thinking pattern.
Yes.
One of the things that should come under that.
When you're talking about the thinking pattern, you just got to understand one thing. You have to change your thinking line or your mind from past or from what to now. Okay, because you know what happens, you are having a particular problem because something has occurred in the past, or some event has been there where you have been disturbed, and you day and night you are playing that cassette, and which is causing, like, you know, the vengeance, repentance, and like emotional clutters all the time. So we need to change our attitude. That's the most important thing. Yes, you started working on that. Now what is the most important thing in changing attitude? Positive. What is it? Yes. Now how can you do positive thinking? We all know positive thinking is very important, but how many times we can really think positive? Okay, you start?
Very rarely.
Very rarely, right? All of us are human, right? What happens? We know we have to be positive thinking, but what happens? Generally, the more you try to think positive, the more you get the negative thinkings on your day. So what I would suggest in that case, start with assign or set aside, say, a time period of only 10 minutes, day, night, morning, evening, it does not matter. Just 10 minutes, keep yourself aside. I would always suggest if you can do it in morning, nothing like it. Now what what you're going to do in this 10 minutes? I'm going to do, this 10 minutes are for myself. Remember what are the things we discussed right now? What are the constitution of Indian, oh sorry, not Indian, all human beings are same, whether it's Indian or Asian. Like the constitution of any human being is 5. Okay, आग, मिट्टी, हवा, पानी, ईथर, आकाश, राइट? तो उसमें किसी भी कहीं भी जगह पे फूड नहीं आता है, फूड नहीं आता है. Okay, your basic element which you are composed of is never ever made up of food. So food should be the thing that you can do it later. So what I'm going to do it, I'm going to assign a program to make sure the element that I'm composed of, my nature which I'm composed of, I have to activate or I have to increase the element which constitute my health. That means I have to balance out the level of Ang, Mitti, Hawa, Pani and Akash in my body. Because each element or each dhatu, what do you call it, Panch Mahabhut, each element is responsible for increasing a particular psychic character, a particular positive or negative mental attribute, plus a particular positive or negative functioning of a particular system. Okay? So now what I am going to do it in just 10 minutes. First is what? First element was what? Your fire. Okay? So I can do what? I can do a Tatak. Have you been familiar with the term called Tatak?
No.
If you're not, this is called a constant gazing. And the best example of a Tatak would be sun gazing. If you're too depressed, even moon gazing we recommend. Now I'll tell you what are these terms. If those are not possible, you can do it on a candle or on any lighted object.
What does this gazing help?
That's what I'm coming to. Now, your basic element which you are constituted of is fire. Okay, so when you're talking about which is the largest fireball, sun, do you get it? So when you gaze continuously, जो हम बोलते हैं सुबह में जो ऋषि मुनियाँ वगैरह करते थे और जो according to क्या होता है जब आप sun gazing करते हैं, it stimulate this energy. There is a psychic center which is called third eye center. So this is also responsible for increasing or evoking more positive energy or more pran into your body, the vital energy. Second thing, when you're doing this is Tatak or gazing, and gazing is done with a single point without, as far as possible, you're not blinking. So your whole mind, your focus is onto it. So like both the hemisphere of your brain gets balanced. And when both the hemisphere of the brains get balanced, you understand you have all those problems because your right side represents certain activity, your left side represents certain activity. Your right side represents analytical ability, what, who, why, for what reason. And your left side represents your creativity, your spirituality, the feeling of being calmed and all. So when both the hemispheres are central, obviously we have a problem because we are too punctual or we are too putting our nose too much into an incident, or otherwise because we are taking it too coolly, right? So either you are too analytical. If somebody comes and tell you a situation, अरे ऐसे क्यों हुआ, इसमें इतने पैसे क्यों खर्चा कर दिया आपको इसमें कम पैसे खर्चा करने चाहिए था. Suppose somebody, that's your daughter or that's somebody from your family, so खर्चा कर दिया ना, कोई बात नहीं, वापस आ जाएंगे. Either you are being too lenient or you have been too harsh. तो वो जो factors है, because you are too lenient or too harsh, that automatically get balanced out when you are doing gazing or a Tatak. And the best way, the natural way to gaze it is sun gazing. If you're having too much or too severe depression, we call it like, we call for a moon gazing, walking in the moonlight and looking or gazing, constantly gazing at moon. If sun and moon walking, gazing, it does not work for you, you can do a gazing or you can concentrate on the flame of a candle. If that's also not possible, whatever is the lighted object in your house, maybe a showcase or a night bulb or something, you can focus on that. See, you should do it, if you're doing a sun gazing, that has to be done maximum. So start with say 30 seconds, go on to a minute, and after say 2-3 months, you can increase it to more than. But if you're doing on an object like candle and all, you can do around say 10 to 15 minutes. If it's anything lower level like candle or a lighted object, you can do it from 10 to 15 minutes on average. This helps you to focus. This helps you to point out your thinking to one particular point. Okay, and when you can focus, it's like unidirectional flow of energy. And when you can focus your energy on one point, you can reach to a conclusion, and whatever is the problem in your life, you can definitely come out of it, right? So this is increasing or enhancing the fire element in your body. Now how does this fire elements help you? This is, if I talk about, I'll just give you one simple example. If you have the right amount of fire, और अगर आपकी शरीर के अंदर जो आग का फायर का जो भावना है वो एक पर्टिकुलर लेवल पे, एक सही लेवल पे होती है, यू वुड ऑलवेज बी कॉन्फिडेंट. ओके, योर कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल वुड नेवर बी डाउन. Whatever you need to take risk for your work, you would be ready to do that. Second and the third, because your क्या बोलते हैं, Agni is maximum, is at peak. So your digestive fire, your digestion, everything would be peak. So in short, confidence, energy level and your look, everything would be proper or everything would be up to the mark, right? So that's the reason you would have seen in the Hindu mythological study, you would always hear a word called, I think if I am not mistaken, no, वो टाटक तो है, there's something else I'm talking about. Suryavanshi. Because they were the people who would concentrate, they were like basically a warrior type, but they did a lot of gazing and all. I mean, they had a tribe which ran from a royal background and all, but they did a lot of gazing and all, like Tartak and all.
That was the ritual.
Rituals, yeah, Agnihotra and all, they were the rituals also, like nobody would start their life, nobody would start their day without starting with the sun, this and all. But they had like this specific tribe which is supposed to be known for their confidence, and the reason was this. See, there are more factors, but I am coming to the one which you can implement in your life, and it's very easy. So the moment you say you have a problem, you see like somebody in your family, the person is always studying in the best schools, working in the best towns, but you see the confidence why the person is always down or not up to the mark. Just a simple thing. Okay, some people, nothing, they are eating the best of the food, everything is available, the servant, food, everything is available on the earth, but never coming on to the level where you can call them healthy. Just make them do this, right? So this is the first thing. Now what are the other things that you can do it for this? ये तो एक हो गया. Now let me come to the second element. What was the second element that we discussed? That was air. Now how can you use air to increase or to reduce stress in your life? That's very good, pranayam. Yeah, but pranayam is very, like it will come later. What is the first thing that will make you feel good if you're stressed out? Just go out in an open, like just walking, right? Moving into a place which has got lots of air, which is properly ventilated. So that's what we call it, air bath or walking, air bath, walking, or what you will say it, pranayam. What do all these things do? When you're doing a pranayam, what do you achieve? You reach the oxygen level, लेकिन प्राणायाम करने के बाद आपको कैसे लगता है? You feel relief, you feel better, you feel what? Calm and control. Is it right? When you do a pranayam, when you have come for a walk, how do you feel? You feel energetic, you feel capable. You feel all your condition, all your stiffness or blockages has been removed. So what is it? It gives you a feeling of that. So now what way you can help this? This can help you to increase or to decrease your stress level. Tell me. Can you do something with air to reduce your stress level? What you can do? Yeah?
Achieve targets.
Sorry?
Achieve your targets or goals for the day.
Yeah, but how?
Because you're in control and in charge of situation.
Yes. So this helps you to put yourself a way ahead of others, right? But what way you can implement it into your life? Like I say like sun, or when we are talking about a fire, we have implemented that the element of fire into our life to get the desire, to get like something which we desire in your life. So how can you put this in your life?
Morning after get up,
Sorry?
morning,
Huh.
keep aside some time to
Yes.
breathing exercise.
Okay, to go for a walk or to do something. Suppose if you are not in a position to go for a walk and all, then what do you do?
Even on the bed, you can.
Okay, you can do your breathings and all on the bed.
Meditation is a good remedy.
Sorry?
Meditation.
That's right. Meditation is a good remedy. That's right. Okay, meditations you can do.
On the air.
You can say a part of it, because when you're walking, you can do meditations now along with the walking. You can do meditation, silent meditation. So when I was talking to you, the things that you can do, that you put in your 10 minutes, either first thing that you can do it is you get up and all, do a meditation. Okay, if you are not a person who believes much in the God and all, what you can do a visualization, a guided visualization. Okay, I think everybody is familiar with the visualization therapy.
Yeah, you emphasize.
See, a visualization maybe normally it's itself is a therapy. So if you are a believer in God, normally what do we tell us? Okay, if you are a believer in God, think about your favorite deity. Okay, you can close your eyes and just towards your left hand side, just turn a little bit towards your left hand side, because your heart is there on the left hand side. And imagine the place of, your heart is either the place of your favorite pilgrimage, or it's the place where your favorite deity or your favorite Ashtadevta or your Kul Devi reside. So that would also give you a lot of peace. If you are not into that also, then we would say what? Just sit down, close your eyes and do the visualization with color or with breath. That's what I meant. Yeah, you can do China. You can do Gayatri mantra, you can do any mantra of your choice, that's fine. But we won't recommend like anything which is solo or typed, like no machine thing. You should be doing it yourself. See, even the audios produce results. But when you're doing it yourself, there's a lot of purification which occurs in your body, which does not occur by only a mechanical recitation of the tape.
Aura foundation is very important. Chanting mantra.
Yes, when you're doing it, when you chant a particular mantra, your aura is being cleansed. Your chakras start moving with a better speed. Okay, if you're not onto that ground, then what do we say? See, as the sun sets in the morning, when it rises in the morning, you know what is the color in the sky? When it just has risen up, अभी just शुरुआत होती है जो बोलते हैं ना, नहीं, जब एक yellow and orangish, and when it sets in the evening, then again it's yellow and orangish. So what does you do? We would always suggest when you are too tired, or normally for the cleansing of yourself, you don't want to go for all those chanting or like that Devi, Devta and all. So just close your eyes and start with visualization of orange color, which is सुबह में या शाम में जो orange color होता है ना, yellowish orange, proper orange, not yellowish, proper orange color. The reason is what? When the sun sets in or when the sun rises in the sky, throughout the night there has been lots of impurity or the bad vibration or the negative things which has been there in the environment. So when it reaches, when it has been first blue, then it turns into yellow, and then ultimately it turns into orange. So when it turns into orange, it kills up all that negative radiation or negative things which are there. So it's like cleansing the whole environment. Okay, so it's like a atom bomb which clears up all the other things which are not required, and then suddenly when it's a proper morning or evening, you see everything is clear and absolutely without any sort of harmful radiation. So the same thing you can do it. Okay, just visualize orange color And if you are something which are a little bit more towards your meditation and chanting and all, then we will say start with the visualization of light blue, sky blue जो color बोलते हैं, जो sky blue का color होता है. If you want to do
Green also, that's what.
the green is when you're doing an enchanting of a mantra and all, because green is the color of your heart chakra. But generally when you are talking in terms of jap or any chanting and all, that is related with the spirituality. So the color for that, what is the color of the sky? It's the same color, right?
Blue is a calming also.
Blue is calming, but blue relates like sky, the abundance, like ether, like unethical ending. So like whatever you will be doing it, you will be getting like unlimited, बोले ना वो चीज़ जिसकी कोई ख़त्म ही नहीं हो. You get infinite blessing. That's the reason. Okay, so that's what we do. So either you're doing your meditation, your visualization, your light therapy, say about 10 minutes. This would be the first thing. So this would do what? It will clear your chakras, it will clear your auras, it will impart positive energy into your body. That's the first thing. Now what are you going to do after this? Tell me. Sorry? Yeah. First हो गया fire, second हो गया air. Now we'll come to water. You understood? How can you increase a basic natural element in your body? Is it coming into your head?
We will have a cup of tea.
Which is the most ये अपने इंडियंस की बहुत खराब आदत है. All of us, like the moment you open your eyes, आँख खुली के नहीं चाय चाहिए, which is very bad.
Even afternoon teas.
नहीं, see, you'll have it, I don't mind. I'm not saying कि devoid yourself from whatever is a habit. But what happens when morning as you get up, your metabolism is very, very slow and sluggish. That time having a caffeinated, like tea, coffee, all these are caffeinated products. So it's like you're draining your system. So have tea, coffee, whatever you want of your choice. अच्छी सी मसाले वाली, दूध वाली, पत्ती वाली चाय बना के पियो. कोई फर्क नहीं है. Nothing wrong in that. But don't take it the first thing in the morning. Have a nutritional bunch. But that's a fact. That's a fact. 90%, 95% I would say people do that only. और वो जो लोग हेल्थ फ्रीक भी होती है अभी तो now the things are changing, people are having that attitude, otherwise even वो I have a very nutritious breakfast. What do? First I have a cup of tea, a strong cup of tea, then have lots of fruit. आपने caffeinated इतना ले लिया, उसके बाद आपने 2 बाउल भर के भी पाया तो क्या हुआ? वो तो उसी के अंदर घुस गया ना. The first thing, have something, a nutritional punch. It could be a juice, it could be a herbal tea or anything. You just have a bowl of fruit, whatever you like, dry fruit hai. First have the things which is required by the body. Usko let it get it absorbed in your body. Say give it a period for 30 minutes, 45 minutes as the time permits. 30 minutes is the minimum that you will say, so that it can go and get absorbed into your body. It can get absorbed into your blood. But after that you can have whatever for your taste sake. You can have chai, coffee, idli, dosa, whatever is your thing. But body की जो requirement है उस वक्त वो requirement देने की बजाय when you are having strong tea, coffee and all, it's very harmful. It's very harmful. That's the reason you see average Indians, look wise, health wise, they are much like weaker as compared to any of the citizens all over the world.
If someone is taking plain water, then
Sorry?
plain water, only plain water.
That's fine. Plain water. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Have plain water, but I'll give you the choices. We are coming to water only, the third element. Now, water. So the first choice is plain water as you get out of your bed. But now this plain water should not be fresh. It has to be stale. Stale means kept overnight. Stale मतलब रात में जो आपने भर के रखा हुआ, सुबह ही सुबह जो ताज़ा पानी आता वो नहीं लेना आपको. And if it can be kept in a copper vessel, nothing like it. So if you are accustomed to take only plain water, nothing like it, you can take plain water, but keep it either in a मिट्टी का प्याला हो तो मिट्टी का प्याला, that's also work. If you have copper vessel also work. Keep a glass of water, 1 glass, 2 glass, how much you can take it in the morning. Keep it overnight, cover it properly. Okay, and then when you get up in the morning, then first have this glass of water. So this is again, your metabolism is slow. So we are not even giving the fresh water because fresh water has got lots of energy, lots of positive and negative ions. So it's like that's also like a shock. So you see, imagine the fresh water is also a shock. And हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं उसको caffeinated का पूरा punch देते हैं. This is very wrong. If you can or you don't mind, then we would suggest hot water or warm water, depending upon whatever you like. Both are good enough. Sorry? Boiled water, warm water, that's fine. Okay? Normally we suggest hot water plus lime plus ginger plus honey. This is a very good detox, everything what you need to do, what you would be needing in your life. Vitamin C, honey, all the minerals, okay, ginger, everything which you need to keep your reproductive system perfect. So in short, you're keeping track of your endocrine glands, you're keeping track of your bodilies, each and every system, and you're giving each and everything which is required. If you don't,
Plain water, that means it has to be hot or warm.
sorry,
It can't be a room temperature.
it can be a room temperature, but kept overnight. Kept overnight.
Yeah.
Do you understand it?
Yeah.
If you're taking plain water, which is kept at a normal temperature, kept it overnight and take that
Right.
first thing in the morning.
And
Okay.
then hot water.
Yeah, you can do it that also. Plain water, फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद फिर make this honey ginger water and take that. दोनों साथ में कर सकते हैं आप. Okay. If you want, you can just take not hot water. Hot water you do not go. You can take warm water. Okay, warm water also can be taken with this. Otherwise, we say warm water. The morning, a very good punch I am giving you, which I have been talking about earlier also. Cinnamon plus clove plus kalonji, and if you want you can add a little bit of tulsi, 1 or 2 tulsi leaves also. This is one of the very good recharge for your whole nervous system. It's a very good detox. It's one of the very good slimming agent. It's one of the things which alerts your mind. If you are having problem of concentration and all, it works wonder. If you have any problem with excess of urination and all, it gives you the result for that also. Yes, there are many people who after 40s and all, they have the problem of too frequent urination. Okay, prostate वगैरह तो बाद में है. They do not have prostate also, but they have very frequent urination. So if you have too frequent urination which you are finding it difficult to control, this give you the result. Cinnamon is one of the best thing to improve your concentration also. So this, if you take it twice in a day, it will help you to slim down. It will help you to remove the garbages which you have, the clutter. हाँ, boil करना, थोड़ा सा boil करके फिर थोड़ा warm लो, एकदम खौलता हुआ नहीं लेना है. So this you can take it as a kara, take it as a warm water, take it as a tea, whatever you like. So this would do what? It will increase the water element into your body. Okay, and water is responsible for what? In your body, what is the function of water? What way it is important? What does water do in our body?
Actually, it removes our toxic chemicals.
It removes our toxins.
Cleansing the body.
Sorry?
Cleansing the body.
Cleansing of the body. Yeah. So what is responsible for? Transportation and transformation. Do you understand both the words? What is transportation? Like from every cell, from one system, from year to year, from year to year. And transformation is like whatever we eat in, that gets converted because we eat, because everything practically in your body is, yeah, everything in our body is practically made up of water, right? So that does that. Okay. Now what do I need to do if I find there is a, okay, one more thing you can do that also works very great. Charge water, which is called gold, silver, copper charge water. This also wonderful. It gives really superb water. Now this is water which is used in one of the best therapy in anti-aging, in any sort of joint problem, in anything which is related with concentration, and especially things like Alzheimer, Parkinson and all. It works amazing.
Gold, silver ball or something?
Now what do? You take, suppose you have taken a jug of water. Now what do? You put, say about you're keeping 5 grams of gold in that. You can put anything, you can put a ring, you can put any gold thing which you have. So जो आपने gold amount लिया है ना उसका double लेना है, approximately little bit more would be silver. So if you're taking 5 grams of gold, it should be 10 grams of silver, and copper would be approximately same. Copper would be the same amount. So you can have a copper coin, put it into it, or you have a small things you can boil in a copper vessel. तो ये इसको इतना boil करना, you have to boil it so much that the jug should reduce to half. If you have taken a jug, you have put gold, 5 grams gold, 10 grams silver, and say 10 grams of copper. You have put 2-3 coins, or you are boiling in a copper vessel. So boiled it so much that the water should reduce to half. So this is called gold silver charge water.
And that can affect the gold and the silver?
No, it does not. नहीं आपका कम नहीं होएगा, गोल्ड कम नहीं होएगा, सिल्वर कम नहीं होगा. Females are always bothered about मेरा गोल्ड नहीं कम हो जाए. That's an intelligent question. No, it does. Gold and silver are inert metals.
लेडीज को पहले और
वही मैंने बोला ना, ladies are always bothered about. But still, you obviously you don't wear, but if you have, you don't want to get it reduced. That's right. So this is one of the very good regenerative tonic for your body. So this,
रिड्यूस हो गया तो हमारे शरीर को भी प्रॉब्लम हो गया.
no, gold and silver are inert. They are inert.
Copper is a toxic.
Yeah, metal, any metal, कोई भी metal का melting point is never below 1000, 1500 or 2000. We are boiling. Water boils at about 100 degrees only. So you are not boiling to that level that it will start melting. So no harm in doing that. So this you can do it, okay, which will increase the water element, and this practically relieve all the feeling of congestion, and technically when you have a deficiency or inappropriate balance of water, it affects your kidneys. Does it make sense? Kidneys का क्या काम होता है?
Imbalance of water.
Yeah, urine वगैरह, you'll immediately find your urination would be like, all the issues will, yeah, the blood becomes thick and all, everything which is the problem which is related. And if your kidney, if it reaches to a very, what do you say, like, you know, if the deficiency or inefficiency is too severe, it might lead to problems like kidney transplantation and all. But in general, if it exceeds, like, you know, certain values, the most drastic things on which it would affect would be your hair. So the quality of hair, the volume of your hair, everything depends about the amount of water you take in. So if you want, you're bothered about at 40s, 45, you're bothered about, you want to take care of your tresses, you want to take care of your crown, you want to make sure that after 5 years or 10 years also you should have the same volume. Start taking care of the water level in your body. And this is one of the simplest and but yet the most effective way to tackle that thing.
This gold, silver, copper charge.
Huh?
But every morning you got to sit and cook it, or you can keep it.
बना के रख लो ना, बना के रख लीजिए 2 दिन का 3 दिन का, या make up, put it into a big, like, you know, vessel. Use it for 2-3 days. Not that you have to prepare it every time new or something. You can use it anytime.
So what about this hair you say? Means it improves the quality of hair?
Yes, if you just do that. If you just use this thing, it will help you to improve the quality of hair also. Plus we are going to come to it in details. Okay, what are the things we are going to do it if you really want to tackle all sort of hair loss problem. You have alopecia, if your hairs are really thinning out, you are getting the patches on that, we are going to come to it, but not immediately, but we are going to do come to those things also. This is just we are beginning, something what you can do it, and we will start giving the results, and once you see the result, then you would be motivated, then you will feel like doing it further, and then we give you the exact precise program for a weight loss, what way you are going to do it, for a hair loss, what we are going to do it, for the other things, what are the things that we are going to implement. For each and everything we have an exact precise program. So like when you go to a parlor, if you're going for a facial, you'll go for a facial, you won't get like pedicure done, na? Facial and pedicure are different things. Here we consider, we are not talking about beauty as one thing. You said you look beautiful, okay, you have done a nice facial, but your hair are not tidy, or your nails are not like been shaped up properly. So we talk about the beauty without fragmentation. This whole program plus then we are doing it what way you can work on the 1 month thing, like we are capsuling it into small schedules which you can implement in your life, and what furthers which you can't do it, then we'll tell you at our place what way we can help you to get rid of all those things.
Now,
Right?
Excuse me, one minute. This 5 gram gold and 10 gram silver and all, with how much water?
If you're taking 5 grams gold, that should be enough for say about 2 to 3 liters of water.
Oh, that
Yeah.
much.
A little bit up and down you can do it, but that's about 2 to 3 liters, that's quite enough.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry?
He says cook it with the rice. Actually, they do it in Hadwa.
Yeah?
Where do you live?
The goal is to put into the rice.
No, you get this Ayurveda, you get those bhasmans and all, na? Gold bhasam and silver bhasam and all. This is like the essence of what do you call it? वो पूरा वो जो process होता है आयुर्वेदिक में उसमें पूरा gold और silver को charge करते, they reduce to the ashes and all, and then it's a medicated bhasma, yeah. And that has been used, and it does give you like lot of relief in many of the complications, like which are especially related with the joint and with the neurological issues may.
Done with consultation, because they
No, nothing should be done without consultation. But those are one of the best things. No, you get a mother tincture also. That's one of the best thing. The gold mother tincture is one of the best thing to avoid or to take care of those people who have been any sort of suicidal tendency and all. जो लोग बहुत ज़्यादा मरने के ऊपर तुले हुए होते हैं, उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा काम करता है.
This one? Those in
ये नहीं, वो टिंचर आता है, होम्योपैथी में टिंचर आता है, it works a lot. हाँ, शंकुष्पी is more for the digestion, it's more for the colon, nothing else. Okay, so this way you can work it out.
space.
Yeah, now we are going to come out for the space. Okay, now before we come to the space, there are a few more things that I would like you to concentrate over. Same, water is responsible for your transformation and transportation. Here we can work a little bit further on water. And what way you can put these things into your life to make your health a little bit better, or a little like certain things really improvise in your thing. So what are you going to do it now? This simple water you have taken it as you get up in the morning and all. First thing, as you get up in the morning, what you should be doing it. First, as you get up in the morning, sit down wherever you are. Okay, don't get out of your bed with a jump or with a jog or with a noise and all. Rest there for a minute, and then afterwards what are you going to do it? Just make a little bit, you can close your eyes. There is a method which is called Bath's method. So what do you do in Bath's method? It's one of the good thing to increase the efficiency or the circulation in your face. What do? As you get out of your bed, just rub your palms. After rubbing your palms, take, when heat is being generated, place it over your eyes. This is everybody know, like a normal what we do after exercise. And then what do? Right from here, from the starting of the corner of your eye, the whole socket has been pressed with the bottom of your palm till up here. So now what do? First I have pressed this, put it over here. Now again I'll be pressing it. Full socket would be pressed right from the starting corner of the eye. come over here, come up, come up, come up, come up. Now from here you'll come down to your forehead, come down here, you can press it like this, then come down still further on your temple, on your cheek, chin, neck, shoulders and your hands. So this is one of the simplest and the very effective program to take care of your skin, to take care of your eyes, to take care of any of the wrinkles which has been started coming into the thing. So this helps you to form your skin and on the long basis help you to get rid of the wrinkles which might be coming up. Okay, one thing you'll do that. Second thing is what you do, place like take your tongue and put it into all the corners, like rotate it in between your gums, in the around your jaws completely. Do it for say about 2 to 3 minutes. So what happens? Night before going to bed, whether you have cleaned your mouth, whether you have cleaned your tongue, or you scrubbed it, you have done brushing and all, obviously we have eaten a lot, and after your digestion all, there are a lot of vapors which has been produced, and there are a lot of bacteria, or you can say there are a lot of microorganisms which has been produced overnight. So when you are turning, or when you are turning your tongue all the way in your mouth, so all the possible places which could have been dried and which could have been the niche of any of the microorganism, that you are washing it out completely before brushing the teeth. This has to be as you get out of your bed immediately. So what are you doing? Anytime whatever